Welcome students, we are discussing quadratic equation chapter. In this chapter, we will discuss exercise 10.2. Let us read the question. Two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. We have to find the two consecutive positive integers. The sum of whose squares is 365. We have to find the two consecutive positive integers. Now let the two consecutive positive integers are x and x plus 1 respectively. Let us take the consecutive integers as x and x plus 1 respectively. So x and x plus 1 are the two consecutive integers. Now the sum of the squares of these two consecutive integers is 365. Therefore let us write sum means addition, sum of these two consecutive integers. The consecutive integers are x and x plus 1 whole x square and x plus 1 whole square. The sum of the two consecutive positive integers whose squares is equal to 365. So the positive integers we have taken is x and x plus 1 respectively, and the squares of these two consecutive integers are x square and x plus 1 whole square, and sum of these two consecutive integers will be equal to 365. Now x square as it is, now this is in the form of x plus 1 whole square. This is in the form of a plus b whole square, so which is equal to a square. Here x is nothing but a and a is nothing but b. Here 1 is nothing but b. Therefore a square plus b square plus 2, a is nothing but 1, or we can take a is equal to x, b is equal to 1, which is equal to 365. Now which is equal to x square plus x square, 2x square. Now 1 square is 1, then 2 into 1 into x, this is 2ab. 2 into 1 into x is 2x. Then transpose 365 to LHS, so it becomes minus 365, which is equal to 0. Now we can write 2x square plus 2x, then minus 365 plus 1 is minus 364. So this is the standard form of the quadratic equation. So this is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now let us divide the given equation by 2. So if you divide it by 2, we will get 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, then 2 ones are 2, minus 2 ones are 2, remainder is 1, 2 8s are 16, 2s are 4. So the quadratic equation is x square plus x minus 182 is equal to 0. Now we have to solve this quadratic equation. We can use factorization method. Now let us find the factors of 182. The factors of 182 are 13 and 14 respectively. So if you find the factors of 182 and you group the factors, so that you have to get plus 1 as the middle term, and while multiplying you have to get minus 182. Now we can write x square plus 14x minus 13x minus 182 is equal to 0. Now we can group the first two terms and the last two terms. Here x square plus 4x, we can take x as common. Here 13 and 182 are the factors of 13. So let us see. Here we can take x as common, x plus 14 minus, we can take 13 common, x, while taking minus common, this minus becomes plus, then x plus 14 is equal to 0. Now we can take x plus 14 and x plus 14 common. Here x plus 14 and x plus 14 is there, we can take x plus 14 as common. Here x plus 14 and x plus 14, we can take x plus 14 as common. Then the remaining term is here x then here 13. So x minus 13, which is equal to 0. Now x plus 14 is equal to 0, or x minus 13 is equal to 0. Now you transpose 14 to RHS and this minus 13 to RHS. Now what you will get? You will get x is equal to minus 14 and x is equal to 13. So then what are the two consecutive positive integers then? We have to find the two consecutive positive integers. The positive integers are x and x plus 1 respectively. So we will take the positive integer x is equal to 13 and the next integer is 13 plus 1, which is nothing but 14. Therefore, the two consecutive positive integers are x is equal to 13 and x is equal to 14 respectively. Now let us move to next problem. The altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 cm. The altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 cm less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 cm, find the other two sides. Let us draw the triangle. So in this triangle ABC, so ABC is a right angle triangle in which angle B is equal to 90 degree. Here angle B is equal to 90 degree. Here angle B is equal to 90 degree. Now in this right angle triangle, 7 cm less than its base. The altitude, so this is the altitude. So this is the altitude. This altitude is 7 cm less than its base. Let us take the base as x centimeters. Now the altitude becomes x minus 7. So this becomes x minus 7. X minus 7. Then hypotenuse is given. Hypotenuse is 13 cm. So we can write AC is the hypotenuse. Now this is 13 cm. Therefore the hypotenuse is 13 cm. So what we have to find? We have to find the other two sides. So we have to find the length of AB. We have to find the length of AB. So we have to find the length of AB and the length of BC. We have to find the distance BC. Okay, let us solve the sum. In a right angle triangle, BC is the hypotenuse. So, BC is nothing but x minus 7 cm. BC is equal to x minus 7 cm and AB is the base. Let us take this as x. AB is equal to x because the altitude is 7 cm less than its base. So this altitude, BC is the altitude. This altitude is less than 7 cm compared to base. And AC is equal to 30 cm, which is the hypotenuse. So in this triangle, angle B is equal to 90 degree. This angle B is equal to 90 degree. Then according to our Pythagoras theorem, in any right angle triangle, square on the hypotenuse. Here AC is the hypotenuse. So square on this hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Therefore AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Therefore we can write AC is nothing but 13 square, and what is AB? AB is equal to x square plus what is BC? BC is equal to x minus 7 whole square. Now this is equal to 169 is equal to square of 13 is nothing but 169, which is equal to x square. Now this is in the form of a minus b whole square. Now this is in the form of a minus b whole square. First write x square as it is, x square, then this is a square plus b square is 7 square minus 2, a is nothing but x, b is nothing but 7. Therefore 169 is equal to, let us add x square plus x square, which is equal to 2x square. 7 square is 49, then 7 2s are 14, 14 into x is 14x. Now let us write the given equation in the standard form, which is equal to, first write 2x square, then 49 minus 14x, then transpose 60 plus 69 to RHS, it becomes minus 69. This becomes minus 69. So which is equal to 2x square minus 14x. So here minus 169 plus 49 is minus 120. So here minus 169 plus 49 is equal to minus 120, which is equal to 0. Now we can divide the given equation by 2. So if you divide the given equation by 2, 2 1s are 2, 2 7s are 14, then 2 6s are 12, 0. Now this equation now is in the form of standard equation. Now let us solve this equation. So how to solve this equation? So we have to get, here we have to get minus 60. So we have to find the factors of minus 60. So what are the factors of minus 60? So that we have to get minus 7 as the middle term. So the factors are 12 5s are 50. So 12 and 5 are the factors. So 12 5s are 50. Here we have to get minus as the middle term. Therefore here we give minus and here we give plus or 5. Now we can write x square minus 12x plus 5x minus 60 is equal to 0. Now you group x square minus 12x and 5x minus 60. Now you take out x as common, x minus 12 plus here 5 and 60 are the factors of 5. You can take 5 as common. The remaining terms are x minus 12, 12 5 is 60. Now here x minus 12 and x minus 12 both are common. So we can take x minus 12 as common. Remaining terms are x plus 50, x plus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore we can write x minus 12 is equal to 0, x plus 5 is equal to 0. Transpose minus 12 and plus 5 to RHS. So it becomes x is equal to plus 12, x is equal to minus 5. Here we can take the positive integer because the height cannot be negative. Therefore the other two sides are AB is equal to x. So AB is equal to x, which is equal to 12 centimeter, and BC is equal to x minus 7. So this BC is nothing but x minus 7. So x is nothing but 12 centimeter minus 7. 12 minus 7 is 5 centimeter. This is how we can find the heights or the sides of a right angle triangle by using the quadratic equation. Now let us move to next problem. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of the production of each article was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. If the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90, find the number of articles produced and the cost of each article. Students, here the cottage industry produces certain number of pottery articles. So we don't know how many number of articles which are producing by a cottage industry. So let the number of articles produced on that day will be x. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. So let the number of articles be x. Next, let us go to the next continuation of the statement. It was observed that on a particular day, the cost of production of each article, was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. So let us make a equation for this second statement. Here it is clearly mentioned that first one is nothing but the production of number of articles. In the second statement, it is said that the cost of production of each of the article, which was 3 more than twice the number of production on the day. So we can write it as the production of each article will be 3 more means plus, more than twice the number of article. So number of article is x, twice the number of article is 2x. So read again once again. The cost of production of the article. We are discussing the cost of production of the article. The cost of production of the article is 3 plus more than twice the number of the article produced. let the number of article produced be x, twice the number of article produced is 2x. Next, go to the third statement. If the total cost of production on that day was 90, so the total cost of production. So the total cost of production means total cost of the production. Here in these two, the third sentences, which is combining the first two statements in the multiplication form. See, the total cost is nothing but of the production. The total cost of the production on that day was rupees 90. We don't know how many number of articles produced. Let it be x, and the product of 3 plus 2x, which is equal to 90. So the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90. The total production is nothing but x number of production, and amount is nothing but 3 plus 2x. Suppose if 100 articles was prepared in a day, and cost of production will be, and cost of each article would be, let us take 30 rupees. Let us take 30, like this. So the total cost, what is the total cost? Total cost is nothing but 100 number into cost of each article, like this. Here number is nothing but, here this is nothing but x, and this is nothing but rupees. The cost, it shows the cost, which is the cost. Cost is 30, like this. Cost. Therefore we can write x into 3 plus 2x. So the total cost of production on that day is x into 3 plus 2x, like this. X is nothing but number of articles, and cost of each article would be 30. So we'll get 3000, like this. So here what we will get, the cost of production of total of this is 90 rupees. Now we can multiply the entire 3x plus 2x by x, which is equal to 3x plus 2x square is equal to 90. Then we can write 2x square plus 3x minus 90 is equal to 0. Transpose 90 to LHS. Now we can multiply the coefficient of x square and constant, which is nothing but 2 into 90 minus 90, which is equal to minus 180. So we have to find the factors of 180, and we have to get, while adding or subtracting, we have to get plus 3. So then the factors are 15 and 12 minus 12 are the factors of minus 180. Now let us write the given equation. 2x square plus 15x minus 12x minus 90 is equal to 0. So we have to split the middle term into two terms. Now here we can take x and x as common. Here 12 and 90 are the factors of 6. Therefore we can write 2x square plus 5x 15x minus 12x minus 90 is equal to 0. Then we can take x as common. 2x plus 15 minus 6 to the 12 x. While taking minus common, this minus becomes plus. While taking this minus common, this minus becomes plus. 15 is equal to 0. Now 2x plus 15 is common. Then the remaining terms are x minus 6 is equal to 0. Then 2x plus 15 equal to 0. Then x minus 6 equal to 0. Therefore 2x is equal to minus 15. X is equal to plus 6. Here x is equal to minus 15 by 2. The number of articles produced on the day is x, which is equal to 6. 6 articles are prepared. Then we have to find the cost of each article. The cost of each article is 3 times more than twice the number of article produced. That is equal to 2 into 6 plus 3. So which is equal to 15. So this is the cost of each article. This is the cost of each article. Here we have taken x is nothing but the number of article, which is nothing but 6. And the cost of the article is 3 rupees more. 3 rupees more than twice the number of article produced. So the number of article produced is 6. So which is equal to, what you will get? You will get 2 6 are 12, 12 plus 3 is 15. So 15 rupees is the cost of the article. And if you multiply this 15 and the number of article produced is 6. So if you multiply by 6, so exactly you will get 90. Definitely you will get 90. So 90 is nothing but total cost of the article. So cost of each article is rupees 15 and number of article produced is 6. This is how we can calculate. We can solve the given problem by using quadratic equation.